I killed it back in the day. Back in 87, oh my god, I was on the floor. I was dancing. Everyone thought I was having a heart attack. No, having heart fun. Yeah. Oh my god, this? Oh, I got him every time. You know what I mean? You have to do sign language to communicate with the hoes in the club. Oh, in the club, that Little John song. Around the same time, I had fun freaking with a girl. Remember freaking? Oh, I love freaking. I freak myself all the time. We're having a good time by ourselves. Yeah, baby. Where am I? You guys are like, what? I got this recommendation from this guy named Alex Woody. What is this show? I'll tell you what this show is. It's Midnight in the Bay. It's episode 145. I can't believe I made it to 145. You guys are shocked? I'm shocked I haven't been shut down. This is the White Wolf plan. This kid's going somewhere, I'll tell you that. Maybe Mars, maybe Jupiter, but he's going somewhere with this music guy. We're feeling great. We're thinking about the past and the good old days on the dance floor. That was fun. Yeah, and I'm wearing a black hat, guy, because I had a white one on earlier, and I was like, that's out of style. Give me the black. Give me that check mark. They're a multi-billion-dollar company. Guy came up with a check mark. That's my shirt. How simple is that? Guy was a freaking idiot and made millions. That's what still gives me hope that I can make millions one day. Hey, idiots can make millions. I'll join that club, the Idiot Million Club. No problem. Big news I wanted to share with you guys. Big news. We're having a baby. I'm pregnant. Yeah, I don't know if I'm showing. You can tell the breasts have gotten a little bigger, filling up with milk. I'm due at any moment, okay? And we're a progressive couple, so we're having a brown baby, okay? And could be twins. I've been feeling a lot of kicking today. Feels like maybe 10 pounds, okay? And we're having a water birth there in the bathroom. So hopefully it doesn't tear too much. You know, I don't want to be like my mom. My mom would share that to everyone that would come over. Hey, by the way, do you know I got 46 stitches? Huh, she's really going to suck my dick now, Mom. Close your ears, Mallory. I had to say that a couple times, you know? We're feeling good. We got the soundboard going today. Yeah, the producer went on a trip. I didn't even know you can go on a trip now with the quarantine and stuff. Yeah, he went to Hawaii. I'm like, Manakini? Cuckoo Pee-Pee? What city are you going to? You say poo-poo pee-pee. That's a city. I guarantee you that's a city in Hawaii. Everything ends with a E. We get it, guy. And they like spam. It's fucking weird, but I love it. I love you guys. You guys are huge. Don't beat me up, please. Love the smallest. Yeah. I'm pro-women, by the way. Didn't know if you knew that. So pro-women. I'm so pro-women, I'm having the baby. I'm so pro-women, I wear women's deodorant. Ah, that smells good. You know why I wear women's deodorant? Because I like the sound of roses. Without you, swear to God, that's the title of that soundboard button, female orgasm. But that's the way I feel with the deodorant. Yeah, I took women's vitamins for a little bit because I ran out of mine, and that's how lazy I am. That's really why I'm wearing these deodorant too. And I gotta, you know what? I use my wife's deodorant. She's in the other room, and I gotta once I use it, I gotta pick the hair off so she doesn't realize I'm using it. Thank God she doesn't listen to this show. Thank God she doesn't listen to the radio. I was listening to the radio the other day, and this woman comes on. She's like, "Ladies, we all know size does matter." Oof, thank God my wife does not listen. She's clueless. She thinks it's the little things that count. Thank God. unbelievable. I just want to thank everyone that came out to the comedy show tonight. My wife and my kid. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, stand-up's going really good. Yeah, I actually got invited to do a show, and they're like, don't tell anyone about it. It's like, now you don't have to bark or say anything about shows because they're all illegal. I'm doing bootleg comedy, boys. What year is it? And girls, sorry guys. Sorry guys. What year is it? Bootleg comedy? This is the craziest time I think we've lived in. My brain, it explodes like that. Every time my brain thinks about what's going on right now, it just goes. Yeah, what? Bootleg comedy. So I'd tell you to come to the show, but I told you I'd have to kill you. So, my wife asked me the other day, do you want a hot dog in the bun later? I said, yeah, I'll try anal sex. She goes, you're gross, you're disgusting, you're filth, you're a pig. I go, really? That was a hot dog. I'll be here all night. Oh my goodness. Hey, you know that saying, if you play your cards right? You know when a chick told me that when I was 16, I got so nervous. Don't know how to play poker. How the fuck am I gonna play right? You know? I don't know how to poker. I'm a virgin. By the way, who invented the fart? The pussy? Or the ass? I want to say the pussy. I want to say the pussy for sure. I just feel like the pussy's more sophisticated. If you look at it, it just has a lot going on. And it always evolves. As it gets older, it starts leaking on you. Has a different smell. I feel like the balls just follows what the pussy does. Just follows the leader. That's what it does with me. It just listens to my day. What are we doing? You know? Anyways, you think anyone's got like a big enough dick where they could fuck their own ass? Is that a weird question? Like, could you be gay with yourself then? Hi, nice to meet you, I'm gay. Oh, where's your partner? Looking at it. I'm my own partner. I have a 15-inch dick. Oh. See, you get upset because yours is like slightly below 6. You're like, why, God, why? But it really ain't that bad. Because your dick could be so big, it's just be touching the ground. It'd be dragging. Ugh, can you imagine that? Dragging on the ground? Ugh. Gross, right? What am I, 5? Yes. You know, I was naive when I was younger. I don't know about you. Oh yeah, what do you want to do, Alex, after high school? NFL player. Only time I scored in high school on the football team is when the game was over and the snack shack was unlocked. Yeah, I played for the Skittles. And I'm telling this stranger of a parent's friend that, I'm going to go in the NFL. And then after that, let's see, how much more out of reality after that didn't work out. Oh, you know why that didn't work out? I thought I was going to be in the NFL. I play a little junior college football. I get laid out on the ground. And I was like, I think I'll be a DJ. Not a carpenter, not a plumber, not going to tech, not a teacher. I think I'll be a pro DJ. Out of my mind. Out of my mind. Okay? And then, and then, like, the chicks. Like, I'd always go after the hottest chicks back in the day. Yeah, no wonder I didn't lose my virginity until, 2020. You know? No wonder I was walking around like 40-year-old virgin at 40. You know? I wish I could go back in the past and tell myself, go bang that chick with the droopy, lazy eye and the braces. Go bang that chick over there with the brace on both legs. How about this? Just go bang a chick that has braces anywhere on their body. Go now. What is that syndrome? I know there's a couple of psychologists watching this just in case if they have to call 911 or my mom. What is that syndrome of not just wanting a regular job? Not just wanting a regular chick? What was that? What was that phase I went through? I wasn't even smoking that much weed. I didn't even realize weed was that great of a medicine. I thought Oxycontin was. Oof. I learned that the hard way. Yeesh. That was fun though. Oof. Time machines. Invent them, Elon. Let's go back. Let's go, change your past selves, right? Am I right or am I right? Now with the whole quarantine and my wife having to do nursing school here, I realize how badass husbands and boyfriends you guys are, and girlfriends, whatever you are, that have to live with someone that's in nursing school. I commend you. Oh my God. You gotta walk around and tiptoe. If they're upset, you cannot be upset at all. That's one thing I'm learning about a relationship. If they're upset, you can't match that. I tried that the other day. She's like, why are you so upset? Because you're upset. Yeah, that makes sense, guy. That's weed logic right there. But yeah, don't do that. That's like putting kerosene on the fire. Don't do that. But my wife, she's naturally spicy. She's Latina, Hispanic, you know? They're naturally spicy. They're fiery people. That's why I love it. They're passionate like me. I still do this podcast. I get one listener. And a therapist watching. And I still do it. I don't give a fuck. I go hard like Latinos. I go hard. I don't give a fuck. Whatever. My wife's so fiery that Gordon Ramsay couldn't even put a dent in her. Have you seen Gordon Ramsay, the British guy? You fucking piece of shit. He just goes up to strangers running restaurants poorly and he throws food at them. Fuck you. And then the competition show Gordon Ramsay's on, this guy, I don't know, I don't think he's ever been punched in the face. Because he just walks up to strangers, just, and he does this in these competition shows and these ladies, oh my God, he's such an animal. You're out. I know, right? My wife, she was on that show. Ramsay wouldn't even phase her. He'd be like, you fucking cut bullshit, Latina bitch, whore. Cook your shit, bitch. And she'd just be like, and the commentators would be like, I've never seen this before at all. She's not even phased. She's not phased by the Gordon yelling. You need a woman like that. You know why? You never have to fight. Yeah, there is a fight going on outside of our apartment. My wife ran out there with a broomstick, jibbed it off a guy's ass, called the cops at the same time. You need to be married to a fiery person. That goes for you, ladies. If you don't like fighting like me, and you're with some dork string being with glasses, oh, I like to play video games and read books. You better learn how to fight. Or you better divorce his ass and go down to Cuba or South America and get yourself a spicy boy. Get yourself a boy toy. Okay? Because that's how you get through this life. You have to plan shit out. I've told you guys. Light bulbs in here, not working properly. But somehow, I've planned things out. So things can just fall in place as I get older. She's in nursing school. She's gonna make a ton of money. She's number two. Uh, she's fiery, so she fights people for me and yells at them. One time she yelled at a guy at our last apartment complex, and he's like, "I'm gonna go get my gun," and I had to go down there and play fucking Kevin Spacey as the negotiator. Okay, okay, don't do that, please. You know. Have you seen the movie Problem Child? That's an old fucking movie. That's an old movie. That's up there with me saying, you remember the game Heads Up 7-Up? Okay, you fucking asshole. You know what I mean? But do you remember that game? Oh, I was such a little perv as a kid. I was horny. I was curious. You know what I mean? Every time people play Heads Up 7-Up, I always be looking under the desk. Yeah. Whose thong can I see? Perv. I was a perv in the making, you know? Thank God for the Hispanic wife. She beat that on me. She got me watching porn one time. I thought she was gonna cut my dick off and my head. I was like, oh my God, I gotta do this at work. Speaking of jerking it at work, you know dicks are curved because, like a banana, it doesn't grow towards the ground. It grows towards the sky. Especially when there's a hot woman with tits. Oh, that weed bowl is so good after work. You know, that first one of the day, that one that makes you forget about the shitty job you have. Oh, I hit a bowl that made me think I was on another planet the other day. I was like, thank God I don't have to think about my 9-to-5 job. And you know what? The great thing about weed, I'm so pro weed. I'm pro women, pro weed, and pro cereal. Late. Late. Call my mom if I get in trouble. Late. What are we talking about? Oh, weed, no one's ever died from it. Okay, I'll be doing it the rest of my life. I heard a radio commercial today. It starts like this. Fellas, do you struggle with ED? There's a lot of ED commercials out there. We can help. I'm like, okay. Listening for my dad. With acoustic wave technology. What? Acoustic wave technology. I swear that this is what this guy said. What's acoustic wave technology? Is that like a guy singing songs to your dick with a guitar? Where you walk in and there's a campfire inside the building and the doc's like, okay, sit next to Barry here. He's going to play some Guns N' Roses covers and you're going to feel better. Now pull down your pants. I swear, Barry won't do anything. Yeah, I'm cool, Doc. I'll stick with the Cialis. I'll stick with the cocaine. I feel like cocaine's a better stimulant to get hard on than Cialis. Just more fun in general. You're not getting high off the Cialis, you know. You know, you've heard stories of guys lying about being in the military. Like, you've heard, like, guys like, I'm special forces, and I was in the Navy SEALs, and I killed Bin Laden. Like, you've heard those guys in bars and getting caught. Oh. Like, a sergeant will just be in clothes that did kill Bin Laden, but he's just chilling, because military people, if you know anything about military people, they don't brag. I remember my friend came back from Afghanistan. He got blown up, put back together, 1,000 medals, right? And this guy, he's so humble. Dude, he's so humble that I got so drunk one night, I think I popped some ecstasy, that he let me crash at his place, you know, his mom's house when he was back from Afghanistan. and he had his uniform all nice, put together, right in front of the edge of the bed there. This is how humble the guy is. I wake up, and you ever get so faded, you think you're in the bathroom and you're not? Yeah, I think I'm in the bathroom, guy. I start pissing all over the Purple Heart, the Bronze Star, the tangerine belt. I'm pissing all over his uniform. And he wakes up and he doesn't kill me. Can you believe that? He yells at me, for sure, and I thought I was gonna die. But this guy's so humble, he doesn't kill me. Any other military guy, you piss on the uniform, you're dead. You burn a flag in front of a soldier, you're dead. Alright? Dude, so you've heard of the soldiers, the fake soldiers, they lie. And the soldiers standing up and saying, no, you're fucking not. Let's go outside. I'm gonna beat your ass. My question is, do you think that happens with ninjas? Like some guys bragging to a Tinder date, he's horny, so he's lying a lot more, right? We've all been there. One time I lied so much at a sorority in San Diego. I was telling them I was on the football team. I played quarterback. I threw it left. I threw it right. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm getting numbers. I'm seeing tits, aortas. And then the football team showed up. I thought I was gonna die. There were some humble motherfuckers on there too. I think they were talking to my humble friend with the military uniform, like, hey, this guy's, missing a couple screws here. Why don't you not beat his ass? Maybe that's why my friend did that. Maybe he's not humble. But my point is, don't lie if there's a chance the football team's gonna show up. But my point is, that ninja guy, he's out there. That ninja liar, he's out there lying to a chick, and then the guy shows up just in flannel, hat, trucker hat. You're not a ninja. Do you know how to use this samurai sword? Shut. Sleep. Dead. I guarantee that's happened. Thank God I didn't do that one, right? I'm surprised I didn't die. I'm surprised that football team didn't die. It'd kill me. I mean, I did have to run like 5 blocks and then call a Muslim guy to pick me up that I knew, but other than that, By the way, I wanted to share something with you guys. I've been sharing a lot with you guys, and I'm really excited, okay? I get why the jail inmates, they start learning in jail. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to do right now. I'm sick of the video games. I'm sick of the Netflix. I'm sick of the VHS. I'm sick of everything. And just like the jail guys, I'm learning, baby. Yeah. Math. I learned how to divide. Oh my God. I really missed out in school. That's the thing. You cannot cheat in school. I told my kid that. The great thing is my last name was W, so I was always with like a Y or an X or a Z. And if your name starts with an X, Y, or Z, you're probably Asian, okay? And you're probably smart. And I'm telling you, that math, I've never seen this. What's the symbol with the dots? That's divide? Crazy. I'm gonna have to get that Neuralink just to keep up with my son. You know that Elon Neuralink thing I'm talking about? It's a circle like this that Elon Musk is talking about implanting in people's heads. And it will help you download information off the internet. You'll learn shit quicker. You're essentially going to be part robot. But you're not even going to be able to see it. Even Elon Musk was up there, and you know how weird he is. Dude, he talks like, when he's talking about this technology coming out in the future, robots and this Neuralink, he's always so nervous talking. So here we go. Dude, that is not a good sign. If you're doing a sales presentation and the guy is nervous, I'm not buying your product. But I might have to because I don't know the math. This guy's nervous showing the presentation of the Neuralink, right? And he goes, yeah, you can't even see him on people's heads. I could have him. Half the world could have him. I'm like, oh my God, half the world. This guy's a nut job. He's going to turn into a villain. We all know that, just to survive. once the robots take over, and you know they are. Do you know Google started an AI voice robot thing where the robots online started communicating in a language we didn't understand? So you see that Elon nervous. You see this example of the Google robot thing. You know, they shut it down. They got so nervous. All my thing with the Neuralink is if I'm gonna get one, I want version 12. I don't want the first version. You know, like the iPhone, that first version was horrible. There's gonna be a couple people that lose some brain cells and have an eye go out and start twitching in and out because Neuralink version 1 was tested on pigs. Yeah, that's what the whole presentation this past weekend. Go on YouTube. Elon Musk Neuralink live demonstration shows us on pigs. I want to see on humans. You know what I mean? I heard pigs. I thought it was gonna be fat women. What are you talking about? And men. Okay, sorry, women. Pro women. Okay. Pro men though too. Like in the both. And I'm pro trans, and I'm pro. You know, I'm all pro all of them. But not pro frog. I've been really mad at frogs. I had one hop and scare the shit out of me, so I'm anti frog right now. Sorry, French people. Someone told me that all my jokes are dumb. And I go, yeah, I know. But can you at least not say that in front of the jokes? Jeez. People, right? So I ventured out from where I live, Concord, which is basically the south of California. It's kind of hick around here. A lot of anti-mask people. A lot of the black and blue American flags, right? And I leave here and I go to Oakland, pretty liberal area, and I'm walking around and this guy hears me say Cracker Jack. And he goes, excuse me, it's just Jack now. I'm like, whoa, okay. I can't survive out there. Everything I say, people get mad. Have you ever been in a city like that? San Francisco's kind of like that. You're like, sorry I said Frank. Like, that was my brother's name. He's dead. Sorry. Just telling you about a movie. And I was in a restaurant in Oakland the other day. Like outside, patio, mask. And this lady brings me a soda. No ice. What are we in, France? Can I have some ice? And bring more of it. And this lady goes, excuse me. Don't you think we've had enough ice? Leave your politics at home. I'm like, whoa, the hell is politics, lady? I'm just like a cold beverage. I'm chubby. Have you ever seen someone that likes a warm beverage? They're usually pretty skinny. They're usually pretty European looking. Okay? You know, have you ever stopped biting your fingernails? Me either. Look at this. Disgusting. Oh, filth. I can't believe I showed you that. You just threw them. Well, I think I've solved my issue. If you're having an issue with biting your fingernails, this is what you do. You go poop. And then when you wipe, make sure you have some fingers sticking off the toilet paper and get some poop on your fingers. This happened to me accidentally the other day. This is how I discovered this. You know, all things that we use to help us, all discovered on an accident. Plunger, right? Cereal. All things just discovered on accident. Blowjob. You know that was an accident. A blowjob. Oh, this mouth on dick feels good. Huh. And when we're like, oh, let me have you go down on me. No, it's still 1800s. You don't have rights yet. Go down on me. And then I think finally men could eventually went down on women. What was it? 1950s, 1955. They had that Go Down on Women Act that got passed. But I got poop a little bit on the nails. And here's the thing. This accident, a miracle. Oh, my nails are growing back on the right hand. Because I don't know what nail I got it on. And I washed my hands a million times and I still think it's under there. I still think I see brown under the nails. So you know what? Great. Now I'm not biting them. This accident has turned into a miracle. Like my son. Speaking of sons and bastards and penises and tits, this podcast is sponsored by Silver Tongue Audio. Silver Tongue Audio is the best thing that's ever happened to this podcast. I'm telling you. They found this podcast in the gutter, looking for quarters, and said, hey, you stop that. You come over here. We're going to put you on our platform. Great. Crying. Yeah, Silver Tongue, you go to silvertongueaudio.org and you'll find out what I'm talking about. It is the leading podcast label in the Bay Area. They have my podcast there with all the episodes free of charge to download. What? How many free of charge to download websites are there? Not many. You can go there though, silvertongueaudio.org, right there. You can also go to water.com and buy some water. I've been buying water for 32 years. I'm 32. You can also go to Silvertongue Audio and download all my episodes and download Dazed and Disturbed episodes. This podcast is fun because it shines light on dark subjects with the help of Mary Jane. Go there, all free downloads. How much free shit is out there? Not much, guy. They're not even giving you that free Corona money anymore. So go to Silvertongue Audio. They're one of the last patriots that can help you. And then you know what? While you're at Silvertongue, you're downloading my podcast, Midnight in the Bay, and Days in the Stern. How about you swing over to the other link there and click on NPC. NPC podcast stands for Non-Player Character Podcast. Yeah, guy, it's a video game podcast if you haven't figured it out yet, Brainiac. It's the best podcast ever. While you're sitting there playing video games, you turn it on. And now you're listening about video games while you're playing. You're doing two things at once. Yang yang, baby. This podcast is amazing. I can't say enough about it. They have multiple people on the show. So it's not just a dad talking about Nike hats and how fat he is. No, these people are there having multiple perspectives on trending topics going on in the video game world. They talk about past video games that will bring up childhood memories, good and bad, which is always a fun road to go down. So go to the NPC podcast, because you know what? They also talk about addiction, something we all know about. I know nothing about that. Definitely didn't have box out my ass. So go to the NPC podcast and download all those. And once you get all these podcasts, you know what you do? You go to the beach and you say, hi, ocean. I'm going to listen and sit here. It's called meditation. That's called life. That's called taking care of yourself. So if you want to take care of yourself, go to the Silvertongue Audio website there, silvertongueaudio.org. You know, .org is so much better than edu, learning, and .com. Go there. Okay? I always feel weird smelling my fingers in public. You know? I feel weird. I was hanging out with a friend. He fiddles with his balls all the time. And I'm like, he's a friend, so I can't really say anything. You say something once and they get offended, nowadays. And there's not too many friends out there, right? No one wants to hang out, so I'm like, okay, I'll hang out, whatever, smell your fingers. But I can't do it. I tried it the other day. I'm like, well, what's the big deal? He did it, one of my few friends, I want to fit in. And it's weird. And people look at you. Why is that guy smelling his fingers? I smell my fingers because I like to smell my balls. That's one of the gayest things I do. I love smelling the sweat of the balls. And ladies, I've seen you guys. You guys flick it a little bit. Oh, vagina. I was thinking about this. Seeing a model walking down the street Happens once in a blue moon. Not too much now. Models are hanging out by the beach and private parties. Every model right now, especially the low income ones, they got a sugar daddy. They're hanging out. They're up in cloud 9, up there in the villa. But when you do see one walking down the street, it's like seeing a Ferrari, right? You're like, I know I can never have one, but it sure looks nice. I'm gonna look, right? And women, don't get offended if guys look, okay? We're looking because we appreciate you. And that's why I know you guys put the makeup on and you wear the thongs so you don't see the underwear lines. I know, okay? And we're just appreciating you. Now, if the guy's like, and he's got the camera, then that's a little different story. But yeah, right on, lady. Beautiful. Nothing wrong with that, growing up is hard. And you know what? You can never get away from a parental figure. Anything. I smoked some cigarettes yesterday. Looking at the pack. Surgeon General. Oh, this asshole. Right? The Surgeon General. He's been in the paper too. The Surgeon General is the parent for adults. Like, Surgeon General says tobacco kills. Thanks. I'm trying to smoke here. Surgeon General says men over 30 should only drink 1 beer a day if necessary. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate it. I'll be drinking a 6er every night. It's like, once you become an adult, people shouldn't be able to tell you shit anymore. Like, life is already hard enough. Come on, guy. Come on, Surgeon General. No one's listening to him. And how unfun is the Surgeon General at home? I would hate to be that guy's kids. I bet you they can't do shit. I bet you they're sneaking off and doing shit, though. Because they're so fucking, no, you can't do this. I'm the Surgeon General. And they're like, those kids always find a way to, I gotta suck a trans dick while doing blow with a midget up my asshole. They always gotta do something crazy and go off the rails because they were never able to do anything. And their parents are always dickheads. And that's totally the Surgeon General. I guarantee it. I think I saw him the other day yelling at his kids. That's bad when the parent is yelling at the kids for not wearing masks and the parent's not wearing a mask. Like, you are the Surgeon General, you cocksucker. You smoked. You smoke. You know he does. The Surgeon General at parties. He's like, well, this is science I'm talking about. It's not what I do. Yeah. Then you can't say it then if you're not doing it. That's like a preacher preaching about God and all this, and he's sucking elephants' dicks and jerking off zebras and, climbing Safeways with his pants off and yelling at women with their blouses down, like, Like, I'm not going to listen to you. You obviously don't know anything about this fake thing we call religion. That's why you don't see me here talking about politics. I'm talking about shit I know, shit I've experienced. That's like going to, someone and asking for drugs, and this person has never taken drugs. I'm not going to buy from you. I want the person that has taken these drugs. I want to know what it's going to do to me, It's kind of obvious. Like, do you really want to get a drink from a bartender that's never had a sip of alcohol? Oh, you recommend anything? Oh, you're a fucking loser. Okay. Well, I'll be going somewhere else. Things you learn, right? I told you on the last episode, I think cats are racist. Meow is for sure the N-word. But I also think cats are assholes and possibly murderers. Did you know that 80% of all cats are infected with Toxoplasma gondii? Yeah, look that up, because I for sure didn't say that right. But it's for sure a thing. It's a parasite that they carry that causes anxiety, depression, schizophrenia. I'm like, no wonder cat ladies are so weird. Ever seen a cat lady? Oh my god, not fuckable at all. Just, right? Horrible. cool. I'm definitely not getting a cat. My kid really wants a cat, and cats are so much easier than dogs. I really wanted one. But I already got all three of those things: anxiety, depression, schizophrenia. I don't need all that to go up, you know? Speaking of Christians, why do you always turn into one after you come? Every time I come, I feel guilty. Especially when I come inside my wife with no condom. But yeah, you feel like a hardcore Christian after like looking at porn after you ejaculate. Ladies, if you didn't know this is Science Class 101. I'll be your teacher, Mr. Alex Woody. You know, if I was a teacher, they would have to have me teach sex ed. My last name's Woody, for God's sake. Come on. But that guilt that comes over you, you know what I mean? All over you, if you know what I mean. It's like, I never want to look at a naked woman again. Porn is gross. Us men are gross. I can't look at this. Clear history, exit out a window. It's the weirdest thing. And then a couple hours later, you're like, hey, what was the name of that video again? Oh, man. I saw my son eating lemons, which is so gross. Because have you ever eaten just a lemon itself? It's the most sour, you're like, that's how you look when you eat lemon. I don't need the Chin family coming out. It already comes out enough. You know what I mean? No offense, Wayne. Okay? But I see my kid eating lemons and going like this. I'm like, this guy is going to join a fraternity. He's going to be taking shots. Because he loves it. It's not even phasing him. If it phases you to eat a lemon, you probably don't like hard alcohol. That's just facts. And I don't. I'm a beer guy. You don't get this from vodka and lemon lime. Skinny cow version. No, you get it from IPAs. You get it from 10% stout. Get us. Sorry, I'm hyped up. Really am. And I'm not sorry. That's a popular hashtag. Sorry, but not sorry. There's like chicks that post like really cute pictures of themselves in like bikinis and stuff. They're like, single hashtag. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. Hashtag Billy. Oh my God, society's weird. By the way, this is how weird society is, life. Do you know dolphin rape is real? This is not a joke. Dolphin rape is real. A woman actually told me, a friend of a friend, she was like, you need to look up dolphin rape. It's real. It's real. I'm like, oh my God, were you assaulted? That's what I wanted to say, you know what I mean? I looked it up. There was like one shitty 13-second video. It looks like some weirdo made. But I did read, this is a real fact, I did read that dolphins and baboons are the only mammals that have sex for pleasure. Which is kind of crazy that the other animals just have sex for just the act of it. Like, we gotta make more kids, have sex. It's like going to work, like, oh my God, this is so tiring. You know, it's like being married for 10 years. Yeah, but this dolphin rape thing, email me at midnightinthebay podcast at gmail.com. Midnight in the Bay podcast. Let me know if this is real, if you can find me a video. Crazy, right? It's believable, I think, but they seem so nice. Flipper? And how many stories of dolphins saving people? There was one story, a guy jumped off Golden Gate Bridge. Dolphin saved him. He survived. Maybe they save and then rape, which is odd. That doesn't make sense. But maybe that's how psycho dolphins are. Oh, that's how psychologically fucked up dolphins are. If a dolphin trying to rape me, I would rape it back and fuck that blowhole. President Andrew Jackson. What a guy, right? President. What was he, the 69th president? This guy, he was in over 100 duels. And all the duels were to defend the honor of his wife. I'm thinking, how big of a bitch was your wife? Like, was she one of those chicks you see in the clubs, all sloppy? Hi, he looks like a penis. And the guy's like, what you say, bitch? And then you have to step in, like, she didn't mean it. And then the guy's like, you need to take care of your woman. You need to take care of her. And then you have to go, what? And then you're getting beat up. And she's in the car, you know, she's in the corner next to some dolphin trying to rape her. And you're like, fuck, I'm all bleeding. This sucks. There's chicks like that. I went on a first date with a chick, swear to God. Light skin, black chick, beautiful. They call them red bones. She had red hair, light skin. Oh, I love a good red bone. Went to go on a date. She's drunk already. That's not a good sign. And she's yelling the N-word. And this isn't during sex. This is in the middle of an Applebee's. So, not gonna date. You know how awkward it is sitting next to a drunk chick? And she's just, N-word. And there's a couple things. Oh my God. And what am I gonna say? I think I tried to say something. She's like, I'm like, ooh. You know, so if you guys are thinking about dating someone that protests, be careful. Because the passion with the alcohol, it don't really mix. There's a saying, got the short end of the stick. Have you heard of that one? Yeah, it definitely doesn't mean small thing. My dad definitely didn't say that to me, to his friend. Skinnered is the whitest name ever. If you see a black guy named Skinnered, he's not black. He was a white guy and he painted himself brown, and he's a dickhead because all guys named Skinnered are probably southern dickheads that are pro-cops and not pro-black. Those guys Skinnered, they're pro-Chinese because of Chinese food. Those fucking pricks, those Skinners. Skinnered. Everyone knew a Skinner growing up. Mine was a Wade. I don't want to say the last name because I don't want to get Skinnered alive, you know. Thank you. We all had those guys that would write redneck on the back of their football jersey, just smoking cigarettes at 14. This guy, he spilled cigarette ash all over his face, burnt his face up. We're 13 years old. Smoking Marlboros. And you know how he got that all over his face? Working on a car. What the fuck? Working on a car, smoking a cigarette? What are you, fucking 30? Repeating grades? That's what I think this guy was. I think he was 30 years old repeating grades. Never saw him after that year. And this guy had big chops. Oh yeah, in the mechanic shop. What the fuck is a mechanic? You don't know that shit at 13. Dude, 13? I'm fucking smelling my fingers and Cindy Crawford and video games. Xbox. What did Larry say about the 49ers? I'm not thinking about cigarettes and being a mechanic. This guy had to be older. Had to be, right? Isn't that weird? Oh my God, you want to hear weird? Weirdest thing ever happened. I go to work and they take your temperature. And there's always a joke about, oh, let me shoot you. Yeah, not that funny when you're saying it and I believe you because I'm half asleep and I just started working here. But anyways, they do the temperature thing. And my coworker goes, oh my God, that can't be right. Or you'd be dead. I'm like, and then he checks it again. And he's like, oh no, that's right. I'm like, for a second, I thought I was actually dead. And I got really pissed off. Because I realized that life just continues and you still have to go to work. I was like pissed. I'm like, where's the pearly gates? Where's Tupac? You know, where's Biggie? I want to party. Wow, it was scary. You know what I had to do after that? Once I realized I wasn't dead, I was like, oh, thank God. I had to play a song to put me in a better mood. I love the gayest music, by the way. 80s pop, give it to me. I want to shovel it in my mouth and in my ears. Unbelievable. You have to play music like that when you have a near-death experience, or you think you had a near-death experience. Am I right? Am I right? You know, you watch that horror movie, you're all frightened to go to bed. You're like, I can't believe I'm so frightened as an adult. And then you got to put Frasier on and see that little dog and Niles and fucking Dr. Frage. And oh, yeah, you got to have some friends. You got to see Joey come in there with his dick. Hey, Jennifer. You got to have something a little lighthearted before bed. You try to go to bed with a horror movie, you're going to be like this. You can't do that. You can't do that at all. Knocking on wood. Knock on wood. Hey, knock on wood, I don't have AIDS. You've heard this quote. Knock on wood. You know, it was started by pagans. I didn't even know what a pagan was. Turns out it was a pigeon. No, a pagan, I guess, was like a non-Christian. I'm like, okay. So that's Frank down the street. Yeah, apparently pagans back in the day, they thought knocking on trees, knock on wood, was how they could get good luck. Because they thought fairies lived in trees. Only pagans were kind of dumb. They thought gays lived in trees. Should have called them dumbgins. I won't be here all night. Heard is saying you can will anything in existence. Xbox 360, Xbox 360, Xbox 360. Fuck you. That's not true. Sometimes my car will play a trick on me. Has this ever happened with your car? You'll be sitting there and you'll go, I got my keys and my phone. Where's my wallet? And that car, that sneaky bastard, cars will pull your wallet out of your shorts and tuck it under the seat so you don't see it. So you're like this while driving and people are honking and stuff. And now you're really going to have a near-death experience. And you got to pull over and it's right under the seat. That fucking car. I'm telling you, my Corolla. God, I got the Japanese tattoos. I'm on your side, Toyota. Negativity is just negative because it's jealous of positivity. Everyone's sucking positivity's dick, and negative's like, you know? Is that it? Oh, my God. Oh, that felt good. I'm a moron. Did I tell you that? Did I mention that? Hey, I do have a show in San Rafael coming up in October. I'll give you guys more details. Possible some Zoom shows coming up. But until then, check out my Instagram, _AlexWoodyComedy. I'm posting jokes every day on there, or at least I try to. I got some skits coming out, more videos, more stuff that's going to make you go, bruh. Yeah, bruh. So check me out, _AlexWoodyComedy, Instagram, Twitter, not your favorite comedian. Look for it, guy. Later. Oh my God.